Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be building the third build of this LEGO Creator Set 31107, the spaceship, which is that one there, or a better picture, there. As you can see, I've sorted all my bricks into colour, so the build should be a little bit smoother. First of all, we have our pilot, which he's already built. Our pilot, explorer, spaceman, just a generally really cool figure. So we'll put him over here. He can stay over there, here for the time being. First of all, we start with a black piece like this and a white 2x1, so that's the first bit of this build there. Put that over here a minute. Start on the next bit of the build. So which is count the dots on these, make sure the right one. That looks right, yeah. It's an 8x4 base piece with some grey and black handles on it. So try not to mix up the bricks too much when I'm doing this. There's the other one. Got a couple of black angle connector pieces here. Find the other one in here somewhere. I'll show you this in a minute. And this bit here, as you can see, all the bit here goes onto this bit here, like so. Oh, we have some black vent pieces to go in here as well. Got the vent pieces on there now as well. So a red circle goes on the back with a grey half flat and half studded piece. And a grey square with a hole in it. With a black 2x1 goes on the back as well, should be in here somewhere. Thought this would make it easier, but there we go, no it's not. If I put it in with the blues. Trying to find this brick, it doesn't seem to be in the part where it should be. It's a red one, I think, so. This is the reason they should put the number or the colour on it, really, but couple of grey pieces go on the front. Grey right angled pieces with a 2x2 on them. Fortunately, I'm looking in the right area every time now. So a cream 3x2. A 6x4 and a cream flat piece goes on there. This is what we have so far for our ship. I think these bits here will be where the wings go on. Just trying to work out what this instruction is telling me to do. It looks like it's repeating the instructions, so I don't see how. I'll check that later, but we'll move forward anyway. Instruction number 8 on this ship, I'm not sure if that's meant to be there or not, so. That blue one, it's a dark blue, I think. That's a dark blue. Couple of clear dots. I think these are clear dots, but I'm just guessing on that, so. Some dark green side pieces on. We've got a dark blue bit across here first. Put the side pieces on with a cream angled bit on there and some couple of yellow dots. And this is what we have so far. Find out if that instruction number 8 was meant to be put through or not in a minute. Now we've got to make some, they're either blasters or jets. Well, I don't know what they are yet, but I'm not going to guess too much because when I guess I am usually wrong, so. Some of the normal connectors with some covers to go on the. So we've made 2 of these, angled from the angled pieces. These bits go on here. Put some bits on, a few more bits on the front. Dark blue goes across the top there, and a yellow, the yellow 4x2 with the holes in it. Not sure if the holes will have any significance yet, but we'll find out as the build goes through. Some 4x1s and a grey up and down brick, or got the next instruction is we've got to put something on this bit here. Try and show you that. So a 4x1 grey piece with studded flats and a cream angled piece, like so. This bit here goes on there. There we go, that's what we have so far for the build. Put some of the white roofing pieces on here. I think I might. That's the wrong one. Thought there was something wrong there. Make sure you get the right brick. You want to get the angled piece rather than the curved piece, because the curved piece won't fit. That I've just found out. And we've got to put a couple more, some pieces on here, some red angled piece, red 90-degree pieces on, a grey 4x1, two of the yellow flat studs, and a black 4x1. Now a greeny grey that goes on there, followed by a blue piece on here. And this is it for this part of the build for the time being. That's what we have so far. Put that over there for the time being. Got to build the next part of the ship. So it's a dark, start off with a dark blue 2x1. A white 2x1 and a grey torchy type bit. I don't know the most accurate description for that. Sorry, I do apologise. It's a blue dot, that one. That's what we have so far for this part of the build. I think this might be one of the wings, so have a white piece with a hole and a dark green one piece with a studded flat one. Now a 6 and a 3. We'll attach a 6x2 and a clear piece goes on there, and a white 3x6, hopefully, and a green Technic 2x1 with a hole in the back, as you can see there. That's what we have so far for this part of the build. I'm hoping this will be a bit easier second time round. A grey Technic connector block. A dark blue 2x1 and a white 90-degree brick goes on the side there like so. As you can see, the wing is starting to take shape. Couple of grey bits, grey studs go on there. A black single connector hook goes on there. And a dark, browny red goes on there. Another one of those goes on there. A black 6x1. What was that? No, that's an 8x1. My apologies. A 6x1 goes on there with a white. There we go. That's what we have so far for our wing. This is starting. It does look slightly reminiscent of the fighters from Battlestar Galactica. So it is quite a cool build. Yellow. Some white roofing pieces on here. Got a couple more bits to go on the side here. A clear stud to go on here, I think. Yep. Some more work on the wing now. One of these yellow bits here, a white little roofing part. Find the right one this time. With a grey stud on it. This is what we have so far on our wing. That's starting to look quite good. Got a angled vent piece, goes on the top here. I don't know whether to make that a blue one or a clear one, I think. Go with blue on that, I think. One way to find out. That's our wing so far. Got to put these some black bits on here for the bottom of the wing. Couple more bit of detailing on the side. I'll show you this in a minute. A grey gold block piece goes on there. This is what we have so far on our wing. Put that down there a minute because we've got to do some technic building with a grey stud. Goes in here. A cream one goes in after one space. Another cream one goes in like that, and a long blue one goes in from the back. So that's what we have for this bit here so far. As you can see, a grey gold bar piece, a couple of these black spaces go on here. A white piece goes on here. A red piece goes on there. And then this piece here goes on the back, connecting to that Technic stud block there. So that bit's on the back there now, like so. Not sure it's meant to move like that, so. And this wing here goes on like so. Make sure you do it the right way around, otherwise it won't fit. it's not fitting at the moment, so there we go, it's on now. I'll put it on the wall. Then you attach the wing on those two bits there, on the pivot part. And there we have our wing on our first wing for our ship. So got to do the wing for the other side now. So we'll start again. I'll go through a bit quicker with this because most of it should be building opposite. So blue piece on there, and we're hoping to be easier. A white piece with a hole in goes on there. A 3 and a 6. And that bit comes off, good start. Or we have a green stud that goes on there. That's what we have so far. Grey 6x1, a clear piece goes in there. A red 3x2, a white 3x2, sorry, my apologies. Put the blue pieces on here. The grey Technic stud on the back. The white that's what we have so far. Two grey studs go on there. Find the other. There's the other single connector I need. And a red brown piece goes on the back there. Black piece goes on there. Red piece goes on there. Put on the right white piece on there. Keep that so it works. Bit more detail on the wing, so Yellow dot piece goes in there. I think I went blue on here last time. Was it blue or clear I went? No, I went clear on there last time, so I'll keep it the same. A couple more of the white bricks to go on the side here. That's what we have so far. A bit more detailing on the wing. That's on the wrong bit. Now we've got to build this bit, next bit here, hopefully get the right brick. One of these, a yellow and a grey stud. Put a vent piece on here. Try and find it first. There we go. Knew it couldn't have gone too far, so a blue piece on there. Do the bottom bit of the wing now, so black vents and a black handle piece with a black 4x1 on top and a yellow stud, like so. The black vent piece just disappears into unseen, but I'm quite sure there's a good reason for that, so do some detailing on the side here. And a grey gold bar piece, so put this wing on here for the time being. Do the Technic bit now. A grey stud with a grey gold bar on top. A couple of big cream double connector pieces here, like so. And the blue one, the last blue one. Couple of connector pieces or spacers go on here. This is what we have so far for this part of the build. This bit here goes on this wing here, so making sure everything is in line. Then we've got to attach this on here. There we have our wings on our ship. Does look like a battleship, Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper now. So now we've got to put some. Now we work on the ship again. So a couple of pieces and some grey. Should have some grey left-handed pieces in it, or some 90-degree pieces. I think I missed an instruction out somewhere. Seem to have missed some grey vents out on this somewhere, so I'll stick them straight on there. I've got a couple of gold bar pieces to go in here. There we go, it was hidden. Hiding it, didn't want to go on the build. So that's what we have so far now. Got to put a couple, some bricks on the back. Should be getting to the point where the cockpit starts to take shape soon. A grey handle with 2 yellow studs on it. Got that bit there's gone on the back there, as you can see. That's our ship so far. Put some grey angled pieces on here. And a brick on there. That's what we have so far. Ship is starting to come together now. Couple of yellow. This is like reinforcing the back of the ship at the moment, so couple of normal 2x4 Lego bricks on the back there. That's what we have so far on the ship. Bit of work, a lot of work on the back, and the wings move as well. Just found that one out. I do like moving parts on my Lego, as anyone who watched my videos will know. A couple of these white pieces on here. Some details on the back there. Should be another grey handle on there. That's what we have so far on the ship. It's definitely based on the Colonial Vipers from Battlestar Galactica, so which does make it quite a cool build, because it would be nice if Lego could get the permission to actually do that, even as a build, maybe with a Starbuck figure. Now that would be quite cool. Still work on the back of the ship, so a couple of vent pieces go on there, and a dark green piece on here. That's what we have so far. A lot of work on the back so far. Yellow yellow 3x1s go on here, with what looks like some of these green curved pieces on the back. Create a nice bit of styling. Now we got this makes it look a lot more like a spaceship. A couple more grey vents go on there. There we go, that's what we have so far. A white piece to go on the top there. Do some little bits on the side. Hopefully you got all the bricks in. Grey vents and yellow flat studs. So we got those bits there, go on the side. So it's a dark blue piece with a white curved piece, a grey vent and a yellow stud. Make sure these go in the right place. Those bits on the side there now. Does look really good. Now we've got to build the tail for the ship, which is starts off life as two of these pieces, a white connector piece, a white 2x4, and we're looking for a grey Technic piece here, a couple of yellow studs, another one of these Technic Lego pieces, a couple more angled pieces, some red connector pieces, and some yellow flat pieces. That's what we have for this tail so far. we have a couple more pieces couple individual small pieces that go on there to make that even. Now the tail is attached on these red pieces here. And it's got two connection points on the back, as you can see, that one there and that one there, which is quite nice. Be nice if you probably could modify it so it goes up and down as well, so it could be a bit sleeker. Now on the back here we have put a radio, which I don't know why you have the radio on the outside of the ship, but Luke Skywalker doesn't do that. And a set of binoculars. So here's his radio and binoculars on the back. Got to flip this over, and it comes with some cannons, which is quite cool. As you can see, turn those over, you've got some blaster cannons on the bottom. That is quite a cool design. Now next we've got to put these wheel bits on the back for the engines. So we've got the wheels on there for the engines. Looking quite good so far. A couple more bits to go on here. So got one of these brown bricks here with a couple of yellow connectors. And that bit there we just made goes into the back and becomes part of the seat, which is quite cool. There's a bit of a theme there. So I need a grey 4x1 and the control computer goes in here. Now we have one of these big windscreens. That goes in there like so. Try and show you that. So a couple of black angle connectors. Back connectors go on there. Some green studs go on here. I think you have enough parts to do a bit of a custom on it as well. Now you should have two clear studs on the front. I haven't got any spare blue ones, unfortunately. And you put that bit on there for the cockpit. And here we have our Explorer's spaceship. So how we managed to get around quite so often, I don't know, but they could have made it so I could sit down in it, which would have been quite nice, but has to be said, this is quite a nice ship, and it's very much inspired by the Colonial Viper from Battlestar Galactica, which I've mentioned before. I do apologise. See if he can sit in there with his air tank on. Just about, yeah. You can't really sit in there with his air tank on, which is another slight advantage, I would say, but with the spare bricks you got, there's lots of potential for modifications to the ship as well. So here we have our ship. There we have this little spaceship. It's got weapons on it. The wings move on it as well, so you can move the wings up and down. The wings move a little bit on it. I don't think it's meant to move that much, but or like that even. But obviously you don't want to be too heavy-handed with it, as I've just proved. So this wing doesn't seem as tight as the other. I know why, because it needs to be in there. That stud there keeps the wings in place, so then the wings aren't meant to move, unfortunately, but you could change that. Overall, it's quite a nice little build, quite a cool build as well. It's got a lot of potential for maybe a space rebuild, a Lego space rebuild with some different colours, like in the classic grey, maybe blue. I think you could do quite a lot with this build, because it is quite a nice ship. So if you put a tail fin on, like I say, it's a really good ship. Not much more can say about it really. It's a nice build. Probably one of my favourite builds of the set of the three of them really. Against the, I do like the rover and maybe the hydroponic bay, but spaceships always win it with me. So personally, I'll go for the spaceship. So if you agree or disagree with me on that, do feel free to leave some comments at the end of the video, and I'll try and get back to you on that. Got a lot, and this set also comes back. Before I go any further, before I sign off, I'd like to say you've got lots of spare bricks once you build this ship, and you possibly build yourself maybe a smaller version of the rover or something like that. So this set does have a lot of potential and is very good value for money. Well done, Lego, on that. Thank you for watching. I'd like to thank you for bearing with me on this video. I'd like to thank my regular subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. If you have enjoyed this video, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. Any comments or feedback at the end of the video, and I'll try to give you a mention on one of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I hope very much to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.